Did you know that Legacy Fund Limited provides opportunities for individual or companies to purchase stocks in companies such as the Belize Electricity Limited and the Belize Water Services Limited? Contact Legacy Funds today to find out more. All right, it's another beautiful morning here in Panama, and as you can notice, we have a few changes in our meal selection. Good morning, Cecilio. ¿Cómo estás?
Good morning. Good morning.
¿Cómo usted
Fine.
siente? How are
Bien.
you feeling?
Good.
Usted mira bien.
Thanks.
Ajá.
Every day.
It's the truth, it's the truth. How are you enjoying Panama? Nosotros saber ustedes de Panama, pero en este tiempo yo pienso usted mira Panama poco diferente.
Yes.
I want to just translate that since I have the opportunity. I am asking him, he is Panamanian, but I'm imagining that this journey has been a little bit different for you than your normal life.
Yes.
In your normal life, you don't chase down the Panama Canal, you don't chase down all of these sites and try to get them in a few hours in each day. So how has this journey been for you?
Muchas cosas diferentes.
Tratar en inglés, tratar por favor.
Had too much different country in this moment, but in my life, in all time, Panama is every day is go at work, go home. No have time para go a one park como Panama Canal, or you remember yesterday I go to church goal.
Yes.
I pass time and go, pero in this moment you look the street is different. Similar on the old Panama. I want patrimonio. You remember I want famous. I said in past time every people will go is free, no problem. When this time change. Yesterday I paid for $50 two person, you and me. So it's different in this time. So it's similar for the take the bus. In past time the bus no is similar. It's one old bus, the Bluebird. In past time the name is Diablo Rojo, Red Devil.
I'm grateful that they changed
music,
that.
no have air conditioning. The driver chef,
The driver?
you no press attention and get toba. Hey, you understand? In this time, I must respect para the people. The bus is fine.
Nice.
You have to work in the bus. You
In this moment,
down.
I think
you have to take the new bus. No, you no pay more. You understand?
I think in this moment you are the salesman for this bus company. I have to say that we have been enjoying the journey in Panama. Every day we try to show you something a little bit different. One of the days, I think yesterday, it was a little bit rainy, so we kind of stayed right around here and just kind of took you to the fish market and saw that. Today we are taking you to the Panama Canal. This is the day that a lot of you have been waiting for. The Panama Canal is a big deal. A lot of our families, friends and family help, as Caribbean people, help to make this Panama Canal what it is. I know a lot of Vincentians went. I know some Belizeans that went, and I say Vincentian because I have Vincentian roots. My family is from St. Vincent. I would imagine that a lot of Caribbean, Antiguans, Jamaicans, they came down here during this time to earn a living for their family. So this Panama Canal is really a big deal for a lot of people. It turned out to be a great success. I mean, from where I am standing, I'm not sure how other people are looking. But I also want persons to recognize that while the Panama Canal is a big attraction, it has helped to put food on a lot of families' table.
Yes.
But also a lot of families lost their loved ones during this time because back in those days they didn't have safety in terms of making sure that the men's lives were priority. They just, when one person, I would imagine when one person was sick or fell off, they found another guy because another guy was in line waiting for this job. We are fortunate that we now live in a time where we have safety engineers, persons that pay attention to ensure that on projects like those, lives are being cared for. You understand? So we're grateful for that. That is our journey today. We're not going to take you on the bus ride because I think you've seen enough bus ride. But if I see anything exciting between here and there, I am going to let you know. I say that I wanted to show you one thing that when I saw it here, it really reminded me of Belize back in the late 80s, early 90s. When I find that thing to share with you, I will do that. Today the breakfast looks similar to home.
Yes.
It's pancakes, it's
egg,
eggs, it's
pancake, cheese,
so
oat.
Oh, so
Or you
there's,
prefer you want eat or one coffee or one juice?
I love good tea, all right, but I just have tea here.
Okay.
And I love my tea hot in a big mug, but I don't have that option today. But I'm really enjoying myself here. I'm enjoying the difference. I want to definitely say that Marie Shop goes with everything.
Yes.
I wish I could have pulled out one of the travelers, but that really wouldn't look good for breakfast. You know, people would start talking about me.
Yeah.
We don't need that. Let's thank some of our sponsors.
Okay. You said Traveler, King's Motor, Legacy Fund, Emil Torres, y Clarity Marketing.
¿Es todo?
Yes.
You missed the Winesmith.
Oh, sure.
The Winesmith is a...
En Cayo.
He is a
Beautiful wine, huh?
yes, he is a Belizean winemaker that produces the wine in California, but it is produced by Belizean hands.
Yes.
So definitely I want to encourage persons to support the winesmith, because when you support the winesmith, you're supporting not only to drink a good wine, but you're supporting a family, you're supporting
Yes.
a legacy that this gentleman is trying to leave for his family. And he is Belizean, so if we're going to drink wine, why not drink the best wine from the winesmith? All right, and like Cecilia says, Creative Marketing, I have to tell you that they're the ones that
Yes,
provide
my
these
shirt.
these logos for us each and every time. All the promotional items that we have had in the past 12 or so years
And you need
have
one
been
more logo for
from
the car?
Creative Marketing. Also, the one on my truck is from Creative Marketing.
Yes.
All right, so definitely those are some of the people that we'd like to thank to make this journey what it is. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go for a break, and when we come back, we'll be bringing you whatever it is that I find on the way exciting and interesting on the way to the Panama Canal. Did you know that Legacy Fund Limited provides opportunities for individual or companies to purchase stocks in companies such as the Belize Electricity Limited and the Belize Water Services Limited? Contact Legacy Funds today to find out more. We have made it to the Panama Canal, and just like that, we're going to have a good time for as long a time as possible. This is the looking out area. It's one of the decks that you can come to see the Panama Canal. There are different ways in which you can experience the Panama Canal, but at this time, this is the choice, this is the option that we have chosen. I'm going to tell you a little bit about how much it costs to get here and all that fun stuff for some of you that might be interested in coming here. But before we do that, I definitely want to tell you something that definitely will impact your life in a most positive way. It is, did you know that the financial industry is not limited to only banks and credit unions, but also to include Legacy Fund Limited, which is the leading financial advisory and investment firm in Belize. Legacy Fund offers investment opportunities in the form of bonds and stocks. All right, check out Legacy Funds. They definitely can change your life. But in the meantime, I want us to focus a little bit about in the Panama Canal area. While we are doing this, I'm going to be sharing some other fun facts with you. I think it's really incredible. I mean, when we come here, we get to see just a beautiful space and place. I'd like to see if we can have a full view of the canal. Maybe what we can do is see, yes, so we can see how much that we can
This is one door.
see at this time. All right. All right, there's a lot of bending and, ooh, look at this right here. This now is a different area for you to, you have something to say, Cecilia?
Yes.
All right, so, Miraflores lookout. This is one of the lookouts. What is Miraflores, Cecilio?
Miraflores is como one place donde pass the big bus con the container. Es the one, you look in this, es one door, no? In this door, the water, you look the level the water.
Ajá.
It's one down and one high.
Okay, I want you to also explain what this train-looking thing is right
The
here.
train, yes. It's one word. This train move the big bash.
What does it do?
Move the big bash.
So these trains help to...
The big boat. Look at this. In this moment, I want word. Here, this
Okay,
bash is the
explain
para.
it to me. So show it to me. Show it to me.
Here is the train. I move the bash. You know the train.
Ajá.
In this moment, is prepared para move this big boat.
To take it where?
Across the
canal?
Atlantic. Yes, across the canal. Look at this. In this moment, I move it. You know the train?
Right. You know, I am glad that you are here to help to explain that because I was not aware how that works. I was wondering what these little trains are for.
Yes, in this moment, the water in this part is high. Para move the.
Are they able to move independently of these trains?
Yes.
¿Necesito este para mover o
Yes.
ellos pueden
No.
mover sin
No,
este?
no, it's impossible. It's
Explicar, por favor.
Es in this moment, this is the.
Spanish es mejor porque
En
usted
este
expli-
momento,
Ajá.
esa es la forma de mover los barcos cuando van cruzando.
No
Es
puede en
no,
otra forma.
No, esa es la forma segura que se hace por las compuertas. Estas son compuertas. Se ve aquí, allá del mismo lado, similar a este, hay otra compuerta del otro lado. El trabajo es de subir, cuando las compuertas se abren, el agua baja. Aquí el agua sube y va moviendo el barco en esta posición. ¿No?
But I noticed as well, we're going to wait for it to pass through the other side.
Yes.
Because it has a, let's see if it, yeah, right there. So we can see it pass through both sides. If you're just joining us, we are at the Panama Canal. This is obviously our first time. And now we see the little trains pulling up as well. So they go together.
Yes.
This is an interesting, I'm not sure if it is the barge that's pulling the train or the train that's pulling the barge.
Yeah. No. The train moves the barge.
The Panama Canal is a waterway that connects the Atlantic and the Pacific Ocean. All right? It's about 40 miles long from shoreline to shoreline. Ships can go in either direction and it takes about, look at this side now. It takes about, en este lado, por favor.
Yes.
It takes about 10 hours for the ships to cross. So now we see the train in the front. That's what's really pulling it. And then the other trains tag along with it, right? Aquí. Yes. All right. It's a slow and steady process. It is very intentional, no? To get it through here. It's a narrow waterway. It's at least at this point. I think it is about 40 feet across, if I'm not
Two
mistaken.
trains move the barge.
Okay.
4. You see in this part, 2 on the front, 2 on the back.
Okay. Actually, it's about 110 feet wide in some areas. Before this Panama Canal was owned by America in past time.
Yes, por muchos años.
Now we can. Yes, yes. I really want to observe this process right here because I had no idea that this is how it works. It's a huge barge. I always thought that these manage themselves, if you know what I mean. They move themselves. But in this, I'm glad that you are here to explain to me exactly how it works. There's 4 in the front.
Yes.
And 2 in the back.
Yep.
I would imagine este es porque the space is muy
Small.
small.
Yes, exactly.
Before this Panama Canal was owned by America. In past time, America,
Yes.
de tierra de América.
Yes, todo.
Por favor, explica cómo one Panamanian siento en este time.
Oh,
Por favor.
contento.
¿Por qué?
Todos podemos ingresar aquí al canal de Panamá y observar. En años anteriores esto era imposible. Solo era permitido para los soldados americanos.
Okay. So, cuando América own esta parte es más difícil para panameños para mirar. Ellos no pueden.
No, era solamente si tenías a alguien conocido dentro de los soldiers, usted puede ingresar aquí. Al menos a usted era imposible ingresar a Panama Canal.
Pero en este momento todo el mundo puede,
Yes.
incluido panameños.
Claro que sí, y con un costo muy barato. Para panameños, $3. Personas que vienen de afuera, $10. Y si usted toma un bus, 50 centavos o 25 centavos. Es prácticamente gratis.
It's incredible, and I say this because I really want persons, or we're starting this conversation because I want persons to recognize that to come and see the Panama Canal, it is definitely mind-blowing. It's something like, it's nothing else you've ever seen before. I mean, and to observe the process is really, really nice. But I think especially when you look on the internet, you think it's so expensive. Like I saw tours for $100 each or $150 to go to the Panama Canal. But in this moment, you tenemos one local. Él dice the bus, 15 minutes and 25 cents.
Yes.
And when we got here, it was $10 for me because I'm a foreigner and $3 for a Panamanian to come and see the Panama Canal. There are different options as well though. I want you to recognize that there is also an option for you to go on the first floor and get very close to the boats. That will cost you a little bit more. However, it's not mandatory. This is good enough for me. ¿A usted?
Perfecto.
¿Es suficiente para usted?
Suficiente para mí también.
Ah, it's beautiful. Y usted sabe que este barge contain?
No,
No, okay.
no, yo no sé en ese
I'm
momento.
just checking because I know you know
Pareciera de-
everything.
Granos.
¿Qué?
Oh, granos.
Granos.
Oh, por favor,
Corn.
usted sabe. This is perfect. ¿Para dónde? Más o menos.
No dijeron.
Okay. It is, so all the containers are filled with grains
Grains.
para exportar?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, imagine how much grain is in that. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And just to get out of the canal, it's going to take them 10 hours more or less. So this is a huge investment that's leaving the shores of Panama right now. ¿De dónde usted?
Colombia.
Colombia. ¿Su primero tiempo?
Sí,
¿Usted le gusta?
me encanta.
¿Usted habla en inglés o no?
Muy poco.
Ok, suficiente para mí. Vamos a tratar. Cuando usted pensara de canal, usted piensa, ¿este es su pensamiento o usted tiene diferente pensamiento? Cuando usted imaginar de Panama Canal, en realmente, ¿este es que usted imaginar?
Sí,
Ajá.
es lo que yo... y me gusta mucho también la ampliación que hicieron.
Sí, en inglés.
The new part of the canal
Ajá.
over there.
Ah,
Look at that boat.
where the containers are.
It's bigger than this one.
Yes.
Yes.
It's
Because
one boat.
This is Panamax size. That is after Panamax size.
I see. If you let's switch a little bit to this side. Like he said. Oh, sorry, I'm doing all the wrong thing. Way on the other side, en el otro lado, usted mira, este es ajá. Aquí. Este, ajá. Este, aquí. ¿Dónde está my finger? Here. This is a whole boat. It might look like a whole docking station to you, but this is a whole ship. This gentleman was saying that this is the new Panama area, the new Panama Canal. That area was just constructed or was constructed after, and that carries bigger ships. So they have the potential to carry more things. If you look at it, one container might be heading for Belize right over there. Yes, right over there. Definitely, this is exciting. It's interesting. We're gonna see if we can wait. We're definitely gonna wait until this ship leaves this area of the canal. I want you all to recognize as well. Thank you, gracias.
Okay, you're welcome.
I want you guys to recognize as well that the Panama Canal, there's about 40 ships that passes through here every day. ¿Cómo se dice 40 ships in Spanish?
40,
Ships?
40 barcos
Ajá. Cruzar cada día.
cada día.
Y también I want people to recognize that a lot of Caribbean people help to make this Panama Canal. Like I said earlier, back in the day, they had people from all over the Caribbean that came here for work. This is a part of our history. You know, your great-great-grandfather might have been one of the ones to lay a block, tie a piece of steel, or get something going. This lady right here, ¿usted contestar en English?
No,
¿De dónde usted?
soy de Bolivia.
De Bolivia. ¿Cómo usted siente cuando usted está aquí mirando?
O sea, me parece algo muy impresionante e interesante, ¿no?
Wonderful.
La tecnología
Ajá.
que se
Diga, por
utilizada,
favor.
¿no?
Say it again. Somos de Belice. Entonces mi español no es perfecto, pero yo tratar. ¿Cómo usted siente cuando usted está aquí?
Me siento impresionada, ¿no?, por la tecnología utilizada, ¿no? Y la capacidad de ingenio que tiene el ser humano para poder hacer esto.
Gracias. What she said, she's really impressed with the technology and how the engineers are able to put this together and have it function the way it does. I think that's what she said. Más o menos, I think that's what she said.
Y el costo también, ¿no? Nos explicaban que aproximadamente cada barco para cruzar, dependiendo del tamaño, puede pagar como un peaje de aproximadamente desde 400,000 hasta más de $1 millón para poder hacer
You know, in this moment, I wish my Spanish was better, but I also think what she said was that she is also impressed with the fact that now it is a lot cheaper for persons to move cargo through the canal because of the technology. Before it was millions of dollars, and now it is about $4,000, I think is what she said. So es más interesante, más fácil para persona para usar for people to use the Panama Canal. ¿Usted tiene más información?
Pero claro, obviamente comparado con el costo y el tiempo que tendría que transcurrir para rodear, ¿no?, y llegar hasta el Pacífico, obviamente el canal realmente facilita mucho en tiempo, en costo, ¿no? Porque más o menos rodeando nos decían que aproximadamente son 25 días que tendría que rodear para llegar al Pacífico, y aquí lo hace obviamente máximo en unas 4 o 5 horas, ¿no?
Again, I think what she said, and all you Spanish-speaking people out there, you feel free to correct me and to put the right translation. But I think she says it also saves a lot of time. I think in past times she's saying the journey, because they would have had to go around, would have been 25 or so days. Now it is only about 4 days for them to move when they move it through here. So definitely that is a lot of saving in time, money, energy, effort. It really goes to show the advancement. I want to get back to the canal now if we can, and then we have this, what is that, like this back boat. What is this for? Ajá. ¿Ese es por qué? ¿O para qué?
They finish in dispara in this
¿Como de
area.
escort?
Él va entonces push hasta continuar the next similar for this.
I love it. I love your English. If your English is anything like my Spanish, we're doing excellent. I think what he's trying to say is that when the barge gets to the end, this small boat will give it like one final push out to get it out of this area safely, because the trains are not able to fully assist with that. Wow, wow, wow. Definitely an interesting day here at the Panama Canal. We have chosen a good day, or God has blessed us with a good day is really what I should say. Yesterday was a rainy day. While it is not fully sunny, it is not raining. So we're able to see clearly how the process works. and what it's like. We also have to bring to your attention that there's two sides, like the gentleman from Costa Rica said. On the other side, there is another area where they have bigger ships. I'm going to see if we can get over on that side. If we're not able to get over on that side, for whatever the reasons may be, I want you to recognize that the Panama Canal is one of the places that you must visit. This is one of the wonders of the world. All right, so you have come, once you come to the Panama Canal, you would have come to one of the wonders of the world. This wonder of the world is so affordable that we encourage you to come and take a look. It's incredible, you know. This is where a lot of people come to look out all the time. I'm waiting to see if what Cecilia says is going to be a reality, but I am not sure. What we're going to do though is we're going to take one quick break and be back.
Did you know that Travelers Liquors is the oldest operating distillery in Belize? In 1953, Mr. Jaime Omario Perdomo started blending Belizean products to produce rum for tourists. With creativity and foresight, he triumphed and built what is today Travelers Liquors, operating for almost 70 years. Our Heritage Museum is located in Belize City, open Monday through Saturday. We invite you to learn about the unique journey of our rum-making history. Thank you for choosing Travelers Liquors, always there.
I'm sure that most Caribbean people would have had somebody in their family that came to the Panama Canal to do some work. It's definitely been exciting and entertaining for me. Like I said, you can come to whichever area it is that you want. I'm trying to move away from the
If you notice, the Panamanian flag is upside down.
Oh wow!
To make that correction. In any moment, they're going to put the Panamanian flag properly up. That doesn't mind to find the ship another $450. So in that way, the next time, you will put the Panamanian flag correctly.
Oh wow! I think what he is saying is that the Panamanian flag is upside down. They are going to be fined because it is a big offense. I think they're going to be fined $450. That will be a lesson that they will never forget. It's interesting when you stand here and the things that you can understand. So the ship that's leaving has the flag upside down. He says they're going to ensure that the flag is corrected, but at a fine of $450. All right, I'm going to tell you, we're going to try and end this segment. I want to thank some of our sponsors, Mary Sharp Fine Foods, the Winesmith. We want to tell you that I'm trying to get away from the sounds. I want to thank Mary Sharp Fine Foods. We have been eating Mary Sharp pepper from the day we got here. Well, I've been eating it before I got here, obviously. But from the day we brought it here with us, the Winesmith, like I said, we enjoy supporting the Winesmith because he is a Belizean winemaker that works in California, has his own brand. He distributes it here in Belize, so it is Californian grown and Belizean owned. That's the slogan that they have. It's Californian owned and Belizean, Californian grown and Belizean owned. All right. King Motors and Jack, Travelers, Legacy Fund Limited. Legacy Fund Limited has a lot of fun facts that they've been sharing with us. We want you to check them out as well. Emil Torres and Creative Marketing. Those are some of the people helping to make this broadcast a true success, and for that we thank you. We
are still here at the Panama Canal, and now I want you to focus on this side. We saw a container that's leaving here that's not so big. It has grains in it. But if you look out here, you will see that this other ship is much, much larger. If I'm not mistaken, I think the guy says that it has more than 1,600 containers that this ship is taking out right now. So all the bigger ships come out from that area. I would imagine it's a bigger space. It's about 110 feet across, while this one here is a lot smaller. So they have definitely advanced the Panama Canal to ensure that there's faster and more efficient service, I would imagine, like anything else. All right, we're in the area called Flores Locks. In Panama Canal. This area was constructed in 1913. If you look on this building,
In this
right
part,
here.
tiene one other name. This part is Pedro Miguel.
Okay, so where we are is Miraflores Locks.
Yes.
In the other side, in the other lado, where you see this
Pedro
ship
Miguel.
is going, is Pedro Miguel.
Yeah.
I see they have a ship that steers them out. All of them have like a guide that brings them out of the canal. If you look in front of it, there is a guide right there that is bringing him out. Right in front. Yes, right there. You see right there? Right here. Ooh. Somewhere here, right here. There. All right? Wow, huh? Oh, you have better fingers, huh? There you go. I mean, the Panama Canal is really breathtaking. It's incredible. It's exciting. It's one of the places that you definitely can come and just sit down all day and look at ships go and come. Earlier when we looked at this ship, I just want to go back to this first one here. There was like a gate in front of it. Let's push it out for a minute. So there was a gate in front of it. And that held it in, and now it's like a so right here you see one here. There was one in front of this ship as well, but now that one has been lifted. That one has been lifted. Yes, that one has been lifted, so now this ship is good to go. I would imagine they held them back a little bit for them to switch the Panama flag. Okay, it was in the wrong direction first. So now
$400 more.
$450 later, the flag is corrected. Now they're free to go. I'm not sure that is the reason why it was here, or why they had it down for that amount of time. But nonetheless, it's out. It's free to go. This one is moving relatively fast. The bigger one over on that side in the lock that area is called
Pedro Miguel.
In the Pedro Miguel area, this one is going a lot faster. This one almost the speed. All right. Like I said, I mean, the technology here, the engineering is outstanding. It's like they had the world's best engineers working on this canal. We also want you to remember that just a few years ago, I'd say 97, I don't know exactly what the year was, but a few years ago, Panamanians weren't allowed freely inside the Panama Canal. But in this day and age, everybody, including the Panamanians, can come here and have a good time. All right? So what we're going to do now is we're going to take a quick break, pay some bills, and be back.
The reason, and one of the main reasons I decided to run, besides the fact that I wanted to be the change, was because with the small business that I have, Jules, I have given so much with the little resources that I've had. And I believe, as a believer in Christ, that if you can be faithful with little, you will be faithful with much. I wanted to put myself in an area where there's more resources. With more resources, we can do more for Belmopan and the community. When I get in there, Belmopan is Belmopan, and everybody in Belmopan I serve. And the only thing I have in my business and outside is my word and my name. I am not going to break my reputation for anyone. I am here to work hard and to prove to the people of Belmopan that I am the most qualified out of those in the race. Emil Torres, be the change, be the future, be Belmopan. Not just me, you know. We If you want to see the change, we got to be the change. We got to be the future. We got to be Belmopan.
Did you know that Travelers Liquors is the oldest operating distillery in Belize? In 1953, Mr. Jaime Omario Perdomo started blending Belizean products to produce rum for tourists. With creativity and foresight, he triumphed and built what is today Travelers Liquors, operating for almost 70 years. Our Heritage Museum is located in Belize City, open Monday through Saturday. We invite you to learn about the unique journey of our rum-making history. Thank you for choosing Travelers Liquors, always there.
Quality poultry, this a food chicken. Quality poultry, this a food chicken. Quality poultry, everybody finger licking. Quality poultry, the leading poultry provider in Belize. After 47 years with the best ease. We got a store everywhere you go, Corozal to PG and San Pedro. We products always fresh, everybody know we got the cleanest. So if you wanna eat healthy chicken and you don't wanna spend plenty, just come that way, this stuff for we chicken. And if you wanna sit and eat, we got the restaurants, Chicken Express, a Spanish lookout, then we got PG, Corozal, Belmopan, and Belize City. Quality poultry, this a we chicken. Quality poultry, everybody finger licking. Quality poultry, the leading poultry provider in Belize. Quality poultry, quality poultry.
All right, we've now come into the museum area for the Panama Canal. In here you get to have a different experience, a more intimate experience, if you will. This takes you back to a feel of what it was like when this canal was being constructed. But I also want to draw your attention to one fun fact, courtesy Legacy Fund Limited. Did you know that you can invest in bonds to add additional stream of income for yourself? Call Legacy Fund Limited to learn more. Now, so when we came in here, this will give you an idea of how the men dress. It says French pioneers arrived in Cologne in early 1881, and a year later the digging began. Against the ruthless force of nature, they began the history of the construction of the Panama Canal. All right, so those are things that we can be more aware of. It says this is a map of the canal route adopted by the French in 1887, which indicates the use of several sets of locks. Let's see what this is. This is a hand-operated dump cart which served to clear the soil but did not move large amounts of earth. So you could imagine working with this. This would be forever when you consider the size of the Panama Canal. Right? This, when you look at this wall, I want a little attention to this wall. This wall gives you an idea what it looked like back in the day when the construction was being done here at the canal. You know, it's funny, we see the end result. When we go outside, we see the end result. Please, but really and truly, when you come in here, you get a better appreciation of really what it took for us to be able to go on that 5th floor and enjoy what today is the Panama Canal. All right, this is more of what it looked like. They removed more than 153 million cubic meters of earth and rock. The work included a lot of drilling, blasting, digging, dredging, hauling, and dumping the excavated material. This is the material in which this is the way in which it was done. All right, they did a lot of that with a lot of this. All right, and now we have these barges. These barges transported the material from the cut. Others carried crushed rocks, sands, and cement for the constructions of the lock. And this is just some of the material that was found that they had to work with during this time. All right, so I really want to focus a little bit on this area here. I mean, we can see the men at work. One thing you can say for these guys, they were well dressed. Doesn't matter where they were well dressed. All right, they made sure to come out. I mean, look, Pambale, he got on tie. He must be one of the supervisors. He had on really nice attire, you know, to see the kind of work that they were working in and how they dressed was pretty cool. Even the workers, they had on long pants, long sleeve shirt, hats. They were prepared for the sun. All right. So now let's see what we have here. Okay, this is the original bell from the floating crane Alexander Lavey. It says the first self-propelled vessel to transit the canal from ocean to ocean on January 7, 1914. All right. The Panama Canal was originally inaugurated with the transit of the SS Ancon on Saturday, August 15, 1914. So we are going to be wrapping up this part of it. We're going to go to a break, and when we come back, we'll be coming back with our final wrap-up from the Panama Canal.
Did you know that Travelers Liquors is the oldest operating distillery in Belize? In 1953, Mr. Jaime Omario Perdomo started blending Belizean products to produce rum for tourists. With creativity and foresight, he triumphed and built what is today Travelers Liquors, operating for almost 70 years. Our Heritage Museum is located in Belize City, open Monday through Saturday. We invite you to learn about the unique journey of our rum making history. Thank you for choosing Travelers Liquors, always there.
We are now winding down our Panama Canal tour. We came downstairs, and this plaque is one of the things that we saw, commemorating the importance of the British West Indian contribution to the construction of the Panama Canal in 1881 to 1889, 1894 to 1899, 1904 to 1914. This plaque was donated by the government of the United Kingdom in 2014. When we were upstairs, we were able to have a wider view, but coming down here definitely gives us a more intimate view of the running of the Panama Canal and how the ships come and go. It's really a sweet feeling to be here. I can only imagine back in the day what it was like to construct this. The genius in the engineering of this structure is definitely beneficial to all. A lot of times we don't recognize how we get the goods that we get, but a lot of the goods that we get come through the Panama Canal. This has been and still is one of the most efficient ways for us to move products from one country to the next. So the Panama Canal is really, really useful. It joins the Pacific and the Atlantic Oceans together. It's a short but effective way to get our goods from place to place. So coming here definitely it's a nice feeling. Like I've been saying, it's one of the wonders of the world. Now I want to get closer to these pictures because while I'm not able to get as close to the boats, I feel like I'm pretty close when I get close to these pictures. All right, this is just, I would imagine, some of the big ships that come in here. This looks like a cruise ship more than anything else that passes through the Panama Canal. Looking for a sign. It says, and then this one is, this says live the Panama Canal experience, you know. They offer tours that go through the Panama Canal. That is what that is. That is one of the tours that go through the Panama Canal. This is also another tour that goes through the Panama Canal. And this one is just like Cecilia was trying to explain to me earlier, but we were not able to see clearly. But with this image, it definitely demonstrates what he was saying, that these little trains, they're attached to the ships, to the ship here, and then they move the ship. On each side there is about 6 of them, I think is what we saw today, that helps to move the ship through the canal. All right, and then they have different ways to do it. I don't remember because if the one that we saw had this boat in the front, but I would imagine that it did, because this seemed to be the way that you get the ships out of here, the barges out of here. I also said to you earlier, if you're just joining us, that there's this area of the canal where the smaller cargo ships come in, and then there's the other area. The other area has ships as big as, they can carry as much as about 1,600 containers each time. Now the rain is coming, but that's definitely not going to stop us. It has been it started off as a bright sunny day, and now it's raining. A little bit like Belize, but we can't go without oh, this one says, thanks for visiting Panama. I want to tell you some of the products that I brought in my bag because I'm going to be using them today. I always say we are travelers because we travel with travelers, so we brought our travelers product, and we don't go anywhere without our Murray Sharp products. I'll tell you what, if any of you are looking, and you guys are looking for the best pepper in the world, Murray Sharp, and you don't have it in your country, contact Murray Sharp. They will find a way to get it to you. We need to get it in Panama, because definitely I have not tasted a pepper better than Murray Sharp. That's why I bring my own. I want to take this opportunity as well to thank the Wine Smith. The Wine Smith, I have a bottle of wine from the Wine Smith. The brand is Concrete. It is their brand. The guy that works, that creates the Concrete brand and taste is a Belizean winemaker that lives in and works in California, but is Belizean. He's from San Ignacio. So his products are distributed in Belize. We want people to look for them, support them, because this is how we build and grow our own. All right, King Motors and Jack. King Motors is the exclusive distributor for Jack in Belize. We want you guys to check them out as well. I am hoping to find a Jack dealer here and get a test drive in a Jack truck here in Panama. Legacy Fund Limited, Emil Torres and Sons, and Creative Marketing. If you don't know what Legacy Fund Limited is, they're a financial institution that offer you investment opportunity in the form of bonds. As this show progresses, we're going to be sharing some other fun facts about Legacy Fund Limited with you. I want to thank you for taking the time to go on this journey with us today in Panama. We encourage you to join us again tomorrow for another series of Roaming Rhonda in Panama.